You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. US President Joe Biden said for the first time on Tuesday that Russia's invasion of Ukraine amounts to genocide, a significant escalation of the president's rhetoric.
Biden uses the term genocide in a speech at an ethanol plant in Iowa and later stood by the description as he prepared to board Air Force One.
Yes, I called it genocide because it becomes clearer and clearer that Putin is just trying to wipe out the idea of being Ukrainian. And the evidence is mounting. It's different than it was last week. The more evidence is coming out of literally the horrible thing that the Russians have done in Ukraine. And we're going to only learn more and more about the devastation. And we'll let the lawyers decide internationally whether or not it qualifies. But it sure seems that way to me. Thank you.
What more did you want? You guys, let's go, guys. We're going to load.
Biden has repeatedly called Russian President Vladimir Putin a war criminal, but Tuesday marked the first time he accused Russia of committing genocide in Ukraine. Your family budget, your ability to fill up your tank, none of it should hinge on whether a dictator declares war and commits genocide a half a world away, Biden said at an event in Iowa on fuel prices. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan have both stopped short of describing Russia's assault as genocide in recent days. Based on what we have seen so far, we have seen atrocities, Sullivan told reporters last week. We have seen war crimes. We have not seen a level of systematic deprivation of life of the Ukrainian people to rise to the level of genocide. Shortly after Biden's remarks, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky tweeted, "True words of a true leader, at POTUS, calling things by their names is essential to stand up to evil." Under international law, genocide is intent to destroy, in whole or in part, a national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. According to UN Convention, this includes through killings, serious bodily or mental harm, inflicting lethal conditions, and measures to prevent births, among other means. Biden has made a handful of statements about the war that US officials have later had to walk back. The president stirred controversy on a recent trip to Poland when he ad-libbed a line at the end of a speech and said that Putin should not be allowed to remain in power. The White House clarified that US policy was not to seek regime change.